Sword and Shield and Sun and Moon, two fantastic blocks from the Pokemon trading card game, but which set in the future is going to be seen as the better overall block for Pokemon? Let's discuss the prices and the products in today's video. Welcome back to the channel, VMAT here. If you do enjoy my content, please consider subscribing and enjoying all the fun we have here today. We are going to be talking about Sun and Moon versus the Sword and Shield era, and we're going to compare some of the box prices from the very best of Sun and Moon and the very best from Sword and Shield. Now, Sun and Moon is a fantastic block. It was one of the blocks that actually got a lot of people's attention when it comes to Pokemon, because you had a lot of influencers like Logan Paul actually opening Pokemon during this era, and it actually got a lot of new people into Pokemon. So I will say that on its own makes me believe that Sun and Moon will be one of the most sought after and also just desirable products in the future for Pokemon. However, Sword and Shield was a fantastic block as well, and now we can actually really look back on it because we're in the Scarlet and Violet era now and look at Sword and Shield for what it is. It was a very unique block. It was the last block where we had the yellow bordered Pokemon card. So that in its own is really fascinating to think about in the future of what could happen to the prices of these products, and also the fact that you're getting a lot of trainer galleries in the Sword and Shield era. You also got the very first alternate arts, which have become very popular, with some of the sets just absolutely skyrocketing in price because of these fantastic alternate arts. So with that being said, why don't we take a look at the Sword and Shield and Sun and Moon products, starting off with Unbroken Bonds, perhaps one of the greatest Sun and Moon booster boxes. Now, as you can see here, it's sitting at $598.45 from its price 3 months ago, which was about $552. However, if you look at the 1 year chart, this thing has been going bananas. It's actually hilarious because a lot of people keep making videos saying that Pokemon is dead, Pokemon investing is dead, Pokemon collecting is dying, but I don't think so. You look at some of the price strength on these booster boxes, and I don't think it's going anywhere. I think Pokemon is actually stronger than ever. It may not be in the balloon that it was in, the bubble that it was in before it burst. However, it is going strong, as you can see by the prices of this. And obviously any booster box, in my opinion, that has Charizard on the artwork for some reason seems to be a booster box that is worth holding on to into the future. That's just a random takeaway that I've had just based on looking at a ton of products in the Pokemon market. Now, Celestial Storm here. This is another very, very powerful Pokemon product from the Sun and Moon era. Now, you obviously have Rayquaza there, one of the most popular Pokemon. And when it comes to Pokemon booster boxes and Pokemon sets, the more popular Pokemon that has in the set in like a very fancy secret rare version or something like that, something that's very difficult to pull, something that looks good artwork wise, then you're gonna see a lot of price strength in the future, a lot of upgrowth in the future. Now, right now it's sitting at $660.96. 3 months ago it was sitting at just under $620, sitting at $615. However, if you look at the 1 year trend, yes, the chart is showing real strength here, and apparently Pokemon investing is dead. I don't think so at all. Unified Minds, however, not doing quite as good in the past 2 months. However, it's still sitting at $662.19. Remember, you're getting these booster boxes for around, what, $100 when these came out. Now, if you look at the 1 year chart, still looks really strong to me. It has definitely flattened out in the past few months, but it's still showing a lot of strength in the Pokemon market, considering Pokemon investing is apparently dead, which I don't think that is the case at all. Now, like the latest and the last, I believe, out of these Sun and Moon products was Cosmic Eclipse, and it's the most expensive box, which is crazy that this is the most expensive box. Now, as you can see here, $859.10 for its market price. 3 months ago, it was sitting at $850, so it hasn't went up too much, but it's still showing a lot of resilience in the market right now. As you can see, the 1 year chart, it has been showing a lot of strength. However, it's definitely flatlined in the past 3 months. Still went up a bit, but not the same growth as we've seen earlier in the 2023 year. And the next set here is actually not a booster box, because this set unfortunately did not have a booster box attached with it, similar to Crown Zenith. So if you could look here, it's still $380.59. Can you imagine if Crown Zenith ever hits these prices? It might in the future, but this is what you got from the Sun and Moon era. Now you look at the 1 year chart here, as you can see, it has been on a rise, not quite like the booster boxes that we saw earlier in this video, but still showing a lot of strength. Its highest price, however, was around October 23rd to 29th, sitting at about $402 for its market price. Now, we're going to take a look at the most expensive booster boxes from the Sword and Shield era and compare it to Sun and Moon. Here we have Brilliant Stars. This is the third most expensive booster box. It actually has been showing some strength on the market going up, sitting at $160.92 right now for its market price. But if you look at the 1 year trend, it actually was higher a year ago, which is kind of wild, sitting at $181.32. However, it's still showing some strength. As you can see, it is recovering a bit in the last 3 months. Will it go higher than this? We'll find out. Maybe we'll do an update video on all the Sword and Shield booster boxes, maybe in a month or so. Next up here is Chilling Reign, the second most expensive booster box from the Sword and Shield era. This is a set that has fantastic alternate arts, and it's one of the best sets, in my opinion, from the Sword and Shield era. Currently sitting at $162.74, and then 3 months ago sitting at $146.78. So it actually has risen by $14 in the past 3 months. But if you look at the 1 year chart, it has been really on the rise. Probably the best performing, maybe not the best, but I don't know. It's tough because you're going to see the #1 booster box here. Now, I'm sure you guys already know what that is, but still showing crazy price growth in the past year. And this was supposed to be one of the worst Sword and Shield era boxes, which is kind of wild. But the most expensive Sword and Shield booster box is, of course, Evolving Skies. And it's such a hit or miss set, honestly. Every time I've opened Evolving Skies, it feels bad. However, I've had some crazy good hits, but that's after opening so many booster packs. But as you can see here, it's showing some crazy growth in the past month. Currently it's sitting at $456.85. 3 months ago it's at $417.62. But if you look at the 1 year chart here, it has been on the rise, similar to Chilling Reign. Now, 1 year ago, I can't believe how cheap it was, $319.36, and it actually went even lower at the end of January, beginning of February of 2023, sitting at $283. Oh my God, I wish I would have bought a few booster boxes at that price, because I think this will be the very first booster box from the Sword and Shield era to hit $1,000 a box, and we still haven't seen $1,000 a box quite yet for the Sun and Moon sets. But if I were to pick one of the booster boxes to hit $1,000 soon, it would probably be either Cosmic Eclipse or honestly Unified Minds. But let me know what your thoughts are about these two Pokemon blocks down below in the comment section. What is your favorite? Do you think Sword and Shield is better than Sun and Moon? Do you think Sun and Moon is better than Sword and Shield? Leave your thoughts down below, and also let me know in the comment section, what is the best booster box do you think to hold on to from Sun and Moon and from Sword and Shield? With that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one.